Hey guys, it's Pastor Bruce. There was a great commercial a while back I just loved about this dog who was worried he's going to lose his bone. First to a neighborhood cat, and then to another dog, and then even that it might be stolen out of the safe deposit box he'd had it placed in down at a local bank. The tagline was from an insurance company that said that this dog could trust his bone to them. I was reminded of this as I was reading through Luke chapter 12. The first half of this chapter or so, Jesus is giving different scenarios about areas of life that we can become worried and concerned about. For example, that we might be intimidated by those who challenge us on our faith to the point that we may side with them over Jesus. Not a great idea. He then talks about how we can be worried about when we have the opportunity to share our faith, what we're going to say. He turns to material issues and gives the example of this man who is worried about whether he's going to get his fair share of the family inheritance. And then he gives a parable of a man who is so concerned about being able to store his great harvest of crops that he tears down his barns and builds new ones. Jesus then tells us that instead of being worried about what we're going to wear and what we're going to eat and what's going to happen to our bodies, that we need to just trust God because He's got all of this under control anyway. He then tells us why this is such not an issue for our lives. We have a mission to fulfill while we're here. Jesus is going to return. He expects to find us waiting for Him when He comes and to be about the business that He left us here for in the first place. Peter asks Jesus if what he's been sharing was just for them or was it for everybody. And it seems like Jesus really isn't answering, but he says to Peter that those who have the most knowledge are going to be held the most accountable. You and I have the knowledge of Scripture, and I believe that Jesus is going to hold us to a higher standard because of that. We need to put aside the concerns we have for all of this material stuff. Yes, you should work and you need to take care of what's been given to you, what you've been held as a steward of. But let's not focus on that. Instead, trust God to carry you through in that part of your life. And instead, let's focus our attention on the mission that's been given to us while we still breathe air here on planet Earth. God bless you as you go.